Hello guys, it's Becca and we are here for Rocking with Becca, and I am wore out already this morning. Whew. I am wore out. So, how did your Thanksgiving go? Did you have a great Thanksgiving? Was you able to spend some time with family? And did you eat too much? And all this kind of good stuff? Well, we had a great Thanksgiving, and I'll tell you about that a little later on in the video. First of all, I want to get my preliminaries over with. I am Becca, and on Saturdays, I try to do a video that I call Rocking with Becca. It's where I sit in my rocking chair, rocking a baby, and I just chat with you. I share the babies of the day. I do a shout out of a channel that is under 1,000 subscribers. And then we usually just, we have a topic that we talk about. And so I don't manage every Saturday to get a Rocking Rebecca up, but most Saturdays I do. I have to pretty much really be feeling bad and not feeling like doing a face-on video. Another thing I want to insert right here is I yawn a lot. I have several illnesses, and fibromyalgia is one of them. And along with fibro comes chronic fatigue and anxiety. And both of those things causes yawning. And I've had quite a bit of anxiety the past few days, so I'll probably do a lot of yawning. I want to go ahead and ask your forgiveness, your understanding. I'm not going to take the time to say excuse me every time I yawn. I'm just, right now I'm telling you, I'm sorry. I can't help it. When I talk a little bit, I yawn. It's not my oxygen level. I'm asked that real often. It's not my oxygen level. Even when I'm yawning a lot, I can check my oxygen, and it's always the right number. So it's not that. It's just this chronic fatigue and anxiety that causes me to yawn. So, I kind of keep wanting to go into my topic, talking about my Thanksgiving Day before I get through with everything. But let me go ahead and do the other parts of the preliminary. My babies of the day, I have 2 babies today. I have one baby that started her triple days yesterday. If you don't know what triple days is, it's a little series of videos I'm doing where I'm going alphabetical order through my babies with the names I've given them. And I'm doing the smaller age babies, the younger age babies, like newborns and all that. I'm doing them first, and when I get through them alphabetically, then I will do the ones that can sit up, like my bigger toddler, 6 months and up type babies. So today, for the baby that is starting triple days, or started it yesterday, is my little Georgia Rose. She's not little. She's a big baby, but she's a small age. So she's my Georgia Rose. She's the Maddie sculpt. And I will show you a close-up in just a minute. We'll go over to the boppy. And I'll show her to you close up. And then the second baby is Quentin James. He is a baby that I have pretty recently purchased from, or adopted from, Paradise Gallery. So I'll show him to you on the boppy, and then I will come back to the rocking chair with him. So right now I want to hold Georgia for a little while I finish up. Right now would be a good time to go grab you something to drink or a snack. I have coffee, and I'll be stopping here and there to take a sip. Rocking with Becca videos are usually pretty lengthy. Pretty close to an hour, if not an hour. It's the only video that I do that long. And it takes that long because I do several things on Rocking with Becca. I usually also, along with Rocking with Becca, do the Small Dolls and Stuffy Saturday that is hosted by Alicia over at Binky's and Blanky's Nursery. But I'm not doing that part today. I'm not going to do the small dolls today. I'm just not feeling the best, but I'll get into that later on. So, yeah, Rocking with Becca is usually kind of lengthy. So I always suggest you to pause it and go get you something to drink, sit back and relax. Let this be a break time for you in the midst of all of the cahoots of the day. And let's see who we have and what we're going to be talking about. So I also, on Rocking with Becca, like I said, I do a shout out for a channel that has under 1,000 subscribers. I like to help out the smaller channels that are working on getting their their channel built up, their subscribers. And so today's channel that I'm shouting out, if I can quit yawning, is the name of the channel is Nana's Little Ones. And she hasn't too long ago started her channel. Her name is Kathy. She has 190 subscribers. And I would love to see her get to 200 by the end of this weekend. By the end of tomorrow. Let's see if we can get her 200 subscribers. That's only 10 more, because she has 190. So if 10 more people would go and subscribe to her, she could have 200 subscribers. And I would love to see her reach that by the end of the weekend. So that's Nana's Little Ones. I will have Nana's Little Ones link in the title of this video, so you can just click on it and go check her out. So, at this time, let's go over to the Bobby, and I will give you a close-up of Georgia, let you see her clothes, and I will give you a close-up of Quentin James and let you see his clothes, and then I'll come back to the rocking chair with Quentin. So I will meet you over at the Bobby. Okay, guys, here is my beautiful Georgia Rose. She has on some pretty yellow shoes. They're not they're not mustard yellow, they're more of a lemon yellow, but the ones that was closer to the mustard yellow was too little for her feet, so we just went with these. But she has on this beautiful mustard yellow onesie, and then these white pants with yellow and gray. Well, the flowers are yellow, and the part that's like the greenery is gray, and then there's some gray stripes. She has this beautiful headband that goes with it, and she is all fixed up for rocking with Becca today. Yes, her is. She is beautiful, Mama's little Georgia Rose. And then we have, hang on, the second baby of the day is one of my new babies that I've only showed him when I unboxed him. And he is Quentin James. He is Paradise Gallery's Reaching for the Stars. And he is in this cute little camouflage onesie. And it has in like buffalo plaid. It says Baby Buck, and then it has the silhouette of a deer in that plaid. I put on some brown pants and put him on some brown and white striped socks, and he is all ready to go hunting with Daddy. He's all ready to go hunting with Daddy. Mama's handsome little Quentin James. So that is my babies of the day. I'll see you back in the rocking chair. Okay, so we're back with Quentin. Isn't he so cute? He's just so cute, Mama's baby. I haven't showed him since the day they came in. I got 3 the same day, and I haven't showed him since then. Maybe I did one other time get him dressed. Maybe I've showed him twice. I can't remember now for sure. But he hasn't been out and on camera very much. So I wanted to take today. I'm putting him in the category of the bigger dolls, although he is just right on the edge of being the 6-month and up. If he could really even be considered the 6-month. But the reason I'm doing that is Macy, leave them dolls alone. I needed some more sitting up bigger dolls, and his eyes are, he's awake, so I thought he would, be good to sit in the craft room with me, even if I laid him down on a blanket. But he's in my bigger doll category, even though he's just right on the edge of it. Probably would more really be considered the smaller doll, but I did put him and the other 2 in the bigger doll category. But I want to spend a little time with him, and he will get his triple days. It'll be quite a few, down the road a while, because I've got to finish my triple days with the smaller babies, and then I start over alphabetical order with the ones that sits up with me in the craft room. So it'd be quite a while before he gets his triple days, but he will get it. He will be shown, I'm sure, again before then, for just a one-day situation. But each baby is going to get their triple day. So no matter how big, how old, or whatever they are, they will get their triple day. So that's pretty much all the preliminaries. We're going to go on into our topic for today. And guys, I'm going to say this video most probably won't be an hour long. I'm not going to say it won't be 45 minutes. Because once I get to talking, I forget the time a lot of times. But I don't think it's going to be an hour long. I'm just not feeling well today. If you've been around very much and have followed my videos, then you know I have anxiety. I have social anxiety. And Thursday being Thanksgiving, my oldest son invited us over. He invited us, as well as my youngest son, over to his house for Thanksgiving afternoon meal. Wasn't midday, it was more closer to like the supper meal. And I had a lot of anxiety a couple of days before Thanksgiving, just knowing we was, I was expected to go. And then the Thanksgiving morning, I had to get up and I made a cornbread dressing, and just the stress and anxiety of knowing I was having to go over there, and then going, and then we stayed a long time. I told my husband a couple of times that I was ready to go, but they was in the middle of either playing guitar or singing. They was doing something, and he didn't get up right then and leave. And we was there till late. I say late, early evening, late afternoon, early evening. Getting back home, I had talked to the doctor on, my youngest son has been in and out, staying here, in and out. His job has kind of got him going here, there, and yonder, and he's here a couple of days every week. And he was talking to my husband, and he feels like I need to have some kind of therapy, for my anxiety. And so I decided to call my regular health care provider, and I didn't call her, I messaged her over, the platform that we can get in touch with them for non-emergencies. And I messaged her and told her a little bit about it, and that my younger son thought I needed some counseling, and she messaged me back and said that she does feel like I might need some counseling, but maybe the telecounseling would be better for me than going to an office. So she set up an appointment with me that she's going to call me Monday, and we're going to talk about that, see what she wants to do about that. So I'm very stressed about that, a lot of anxiety about that. I don't want counseling because I have anxiety. And the thought of talking to someone gives me anxiety. So, I'm just very have a lot of anxiety over that. And so that has just gotten, you know, anxiety just makes you feel horrible. You just feel tired. You just don't want to do anything. And that's where I'm at today. Just all of this anxiety. I haven't had a let up of anxiety for a few days, for a week or so. I actually feel worse today than I did yesterday. I figured yesterday would be really a bad day, you know, kind of trying to get over Thursday and having to go visit. And, you know, don't get me wrong, guys. I love my children. I love being with them. We had a wonderful time. But even though I was enjoying the time with my family and all of us there together, and you know, that's the first time in a long time that the whole family, there was only 2 of the family missing. It was 2 of my older son's children. That one is in Texas with her mom. The other one is, he just don't come around much. He has social problems also, and he just don't come around much. But other than that, all of our family was together. As far as my children there and grandchildren, you know, it was only the 2 that wasn't there. And I enjoyed it. After we ate, they sat around singing. Now, I can't sing or play, but they played guitars and sang, and I enjoyed listening to that. But even though I was enjoying my family and enjoying the, you know, the singing and the playing, and I still had a lot of anxiety wanting to get back home. And like I said, I looked at my husband a couple of times and mouthed to him, I'm ready. And it would be whenever, you know, they was changing songs or whatever, and so he didn't just immediately get up and leave. So by the time I got home, I was just done in, and I thought yesterday would be pretty bad. And it, you know, I was tired, and I spent yesterday just kind of sitting around resting. I didn't do much of anything yesterday. I read some and just sat back in my chair and relaxed and watched videos. But today, even after doing that yesterday, today I feel worse. I'm just totally exhausted, worrying about, you know, the meeting over the phone with the doctor and what to expect and what she's going to say, and, you know, not knowing what I need to say to her, and just worrying about that. And today it's to the place that I feel irritable. I've been irritable towards Macy. I just don't feel good. I'm exhausted. And I imagine after I get through with rocking with Becca, I'm going to go get in my chair, sit back, and probably just read the rest of the day, or nap, or rest, or watch videos. Just, I don't plan on doing much anything else today. I did want to come on and do this video because, if I'm not mistaken, I didn't do a Rockin' with Becca last week. I didn't feel good. I think I did the Rockin' with Becca without rocking. If I'm not mistaken, that was last week. And I didn't want to miss it today. I do enjoy doing videos. I enjoy communicating with y'all. And if I don't do a video, then I don't have anyone to communicate with. So, I really enjoy spending time with you. And I didn't want to miss it today, even though I'm not feeling as good as I did yesterday. I still didn't want to miss Rockin' with Becca today. And so here I am, and that's what's been happening around here today. That is what has been happening around here this week. So I do have a little topic. It's a question. What I do is I try to find questions online that you would ask a doll hobby, someone that is into doll hobbies. And so some of these questions has been asked before, but I don't know. I like to have something to talk about. And I do want to say for my new ones, if you have any questions for me concerning my doll hobby or concerning just me, my health or whatever, leave it in the comments below and I will write your questions down, and we will take one question a Saturday, for Rocking with Becca, and we'll talk about it. It gives me an idea of something to talk about whenever you ask questions or topics you would like to talk about the doll hobby or whatever. I'm not a professional in any area. If there's a question asked, I try to answer it to the best of my ability and give you the opportunity to put your opinion about it in the comments or in a video if you would like to do a video discussing it. But the topic today is, what do you do with your reborns when they are not being displayed? So what I do with my reborns is just like I'm doing right now. I usually have 2 dolls a day. One of those dolls has triple days, where they have 3 consecutive days with me before I change it to another doll. The other doll I change out every day. So that way there's 2 dolls that I have each day. And so when I get up and get around for the day, I bring the baby in here and I decide what video I'm going to make, what topic or theme that I'm going to do. I get the clothes out ready for that theme. Then I dress the babies and show one or both, according to what I want to do that day. Sometimes I do 2 or 3 videos a day, but most of the time it's just one. And so I changed the babies for the theme. The smaller baby, like Georgia's age group, she's not smaller in size, but her age group, like newborn to about 6 months, I put it in the baby bed after I get through with the videos I'm going to make. I take the bigger baby, the 6 month and above, that sits with me in the craft room. I take it in the craft room with me, set it up on there on my table by my computer, so I'll have it there to look at or reach over and hug or whatever while I'm, doing about my day in the craft room. Then once my day in the craft room is over, which is around 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening, in the afternoon, I'll bring the older baby, or the baby that is going to be changed out every day, put it away, bring out the baby, which is the older baby, I put it away, bring out the smaller baby that's got, whichever one's got its triple days with me. I usually get it ready for the night into PJs, sleepers, whatever. And then that's the baby that I snuggle with on the couch at night whenever we're watching videos and things. I snuggle with that baby. And So that is pretty much the way I do. And then I rotate my babies. I go through alphabetically, then with the names that I've given them, and that's what I do with my babies, and that's every day, whether I do a video or I don't do a video. I have my babies, one or two of my babies every day, and so that's what I do with my reborns. When I say reborns, that's not only the handmade, authentic reborns that I'm talking about, but it's also the factory dolls like Paradise Galleries, Ashton Drake, Amazon, wherever I might get a factory-made doll. When I say reborns, that's just meaning all my dolls. My dolls that are baby-like. Now, I have a bunch of dolls like American Girl and what's some other ones right offhand? Cabbage Patch. Just different, Our Generation. What is that? Journey Girls. But I have, other type dolls that I usually show them on when I do the small dolls and stuffy Saturday. But like I said, I just didn't feel like doing that today. And yeah, I am fixing to turn this video off and go get in my chair and relax. I'm just exhausted. And like I said, today I feel worse than I did yesterday. I feel more fatigued. I feel irritable. And I hate it when I feel irritable. I don't like to feel irritable. I don't want to be irritable. I want to have a happy disposition and, be jolly and happy. And when I'm feeling this way, I find myself being snappy at Macy when she's wanting me to play with her toys. That just the common everyday thing I do and she's used to me doing. And then it aggravates me when I'm feeling like this, and I hate it. I apologize to her over and over and hug her and love her when I snap at her because I just don't like it. So anyway, I am going to get off of here. I feel like my face is all scrunched up. I don't feel like I have a happy look on my face today. I just don't feel good. But I'm going to get off of here so I can get this video uploaded. It's in different clips, so I don't know how long it's going to be altogether. It may end up being an hour because I have like about 3 clips I've got to put together to make the full video. And anyway, I'm going to get off of here. I hope you have in some way enjoyed this video. If nothing else, enjoyed seeing the babies. I hope I haven't bored you too bad and made you feel sad because I'm not, I've got that old scrunched up face look because I'm not feeling good. I don't mean to put a damper on your day. I want to always be a bright spot in your life. I want, when you come to my videos, I want it to be jolly and happy and makes you feel happy. But when I'm feeling like this, I can't be that. I'm sorry. I just can't be that. But anyway, I am going to get off of here, and I hope you all have a great rest of your weekend, and I hope you had a wonderful time with family and friends Thanksgiving Day, if you celebrated it. If you didn't celebrate it, I hope you just had a good day anyway. And I'm going to go, guys. Try to get some rest. I don't know if I'll be back on tomorrow with a video, but knowing me, I probably will. I hate missing. I really enjoy doing these videos. And when I do a video, I feel like I'm talking to you. And then when I read your comments, you know, you're talking to me. And it's my interaction with people. And I hate missing it. So I probably will do a video tomorrow. Unless I'm just completely so tuckered out that I just can't do it. But I'm going to go for now. I know I've said that a dozen times, but I'm going to go for now. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. And I will see you in the next one.